We had an interesting night the other last night. I was walking through the dining room here, and I felt a drop of water in my hand. So we started looking around. And I noticed it was raining, and water was coming in, and it was ended up dripping off of the end of the line right here. And look up inside the outlet, once you got the cover off, and there was water coming down on the ground wire. So of course we turned off the light. And one thing I didn't realize is the night before, or 2 days before, it had rained, and there was a pool of water on the floor, and I didn't think nothing of it until it got wet the next time it rained. So I'm gonna be going up in the attic and see if I can figure out where the leak's coming in from, so I can patch it. Well, I'm up here in the attic and trying to see what's going on. You can see in the old attics here, they have the old type wiring that's all been disconnected. We have some boxes up here, and weird part of this, when first got this house, there was over on this wall over here was a junction box where everything come through, and there was no access to it. So as you can see, obviously I have access to it now, but I'm wearing a mask because I don't want to breathe in this fiberglass dust. So it makes it hard for me to breathe wearing these things. So you might hear me breathing hard. It's because I can't breathe through them very well. But it's better than breathing in fiberglass dust. You can see the wire over here is where it was dripping down. So I'm not sure where it's at. I'm thinking, without crawling over there, thinking it might have been coming in over at that peak over there. I'll have to get over here and look and see. I don't see anything that's wet, so I'm going to shut the camera off and go over there, and I take a little picture when we get a little closer. Well, I finally made it over to where the light fixture's at. Insulation was pulled back. It looks like a little bit of water over there. Here's where it was coming down through here. So I'm not seeing any water over here. It didn't look like it was pooling. And then now looking up at the roof, not really seeing where it was dripping down. Possibly a little bit right here. That board there looks like it might have been a little bit wet on there. Possibly some up here. But I'm not really seeing where it came in. So I put some long old nails through there. I can see it a couple places. But I'm not really seeing anything over here that would be the leak. So now my next thing is I'm going to have to go probably up on the roof. That's where I had to crawl in. Don't have a lot of room to crawl. I don't get too old for this crawling stuff up here, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. You can see in the light all the fiberglass particles floating around, and that's why I put a mask on. Stop me from breathing in that stuff, because that kind of messes your lungs up. I've done that before, and lungs hurt for a while. Feels like you've got a cold. So I'm gonna pause this part of the video again, and I might try to see us up on the roof if I can get the ladder not sink too far into the mud. Hey, I just want to give you a little perspective of what the dirt was up there. This is a brand new one, never used. And then the few minutes I was up there, this is what the mask looked like when I come down. You can see quite a bit of difference between the two of them. And this is the dirt and stuff that didn't get into my lungs. So it's kind of why it's important to wear a mask when you do anything like this. This is where masks come in handy, is keeping the dust and stuff, especially fiberglass dust, out of your lungs, because yeah, it don't feel good when you get those in there. Well, I got up here on the roof, and it looks like the gutter's completely full of water. So I'm wondering if maybe it didn't fill up and overflow and flow back into the rafters in there. Because when you look at where it was, see that pipe there is right there where I went in. So right over there, in about that spot right there is where the outlet was at. But there is a rafters that run clear down all the way down here, all the way down there in the bottom, and that's where it may have flowed all the way in there. So I'm thinking that might be it. So I'm going to clean the drains out while I'm here, and hopefully that takes care of it, because I don't know where the patch would be without climbing up there, and that'd be my next step, is to climb up on top. But yeah, they're all completely full. So time to clean the gutters. Well, I come over to look where the peak was over here, and I see a whole bunch of stuff built up there. That could have built it up and backed it up into there as well. So I'm gonna have to get up here and clean that stuff off here. Problem, these trees, they drop so many little seedlings and little branches that it kind of plugs everything up. So that's what I'm gonna be doing here, cleaning that up, get the rest of the gutter cleaned out. I did do some cleaning out, and it did drain down fairly good. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, it's drained out, but I gotta go around and do the rest of the gutters. So that's what I'm gonna be doing, climb up on the roof and clear that off as well. Yep, the other side was pretty bad as well too. So you can see in here all these little seed pods in here that dropping down the tree runs to keep growing, and I've been up here a little while. I got a little moss growing in there, so I'll get all this cleaned off, and hopefully that takes care of our problem. Shouldn't have any of that there, but hopefully the trees have dropped all their stuff, so I don't have to worry about dropping much more. So I'm gonna have to pause the camera here, and I'll show you when I get all done what it looks like. Here's this one over here. You can see it's pretty thick in there, probably about an inch thick of that stuff, and there's no wonder it kind of leaked in. It probably backed up underneath in here, went down, or on the gutter, one of the two, but it'll get fixed here. So let me pause it, and I'll come back when I'm all done. Yeah, I just thought before I pushed all this off the side, let you see how big this pile is. Here's my hand, and that's just a little bitty pile of it. You can see there was a lot built up here. It's no wonder we had a couple of leaks. So good thing I got up here. This gutter is full. Don't have any water in it, but it's full of junk. So I'm gonna clean them out by hand, and I think I'll have my wife hand up the hose, and I'll hose them down, make sure they get at least clean for now. Here I'm up on the roof. I have the gutters all cleaned out. There's that one all cleaned out. I cleaned out the front ones. I cleaned out these. You can see where all those seed pods were there. Those seed pods down here. It's all cleaned out now, so hopefully we won't get any more water inside. So I'm going to end this video. Hopefully we don't get any more rain back. A little quick shot of the garden there. Corn's starting to come back from when the storm took it out, but you know, that's kind of the problem I'm running into today.